lost a few wages. Still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors. Still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers. Still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages. Start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the...
At their own 20-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Tua going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Waddle, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35, here's 2nd down at a yard. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Turbo 1 high, Turbo 1 high. Watch it, Oscar. East right, no.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Score Cowboys 7, Dolphins 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Yeah. 21G, 21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott now from the 50. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Prescott off play action, rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory. You've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 22 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd down. Play action now, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd down and 3. Second down, Pollard again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Prescott keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Dolphins 13.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight.